with the DP. It's not really the case here on the Void Spirit. Yep. You're not so scared of him taking your tower as you are of missing first blood here at top lane. It's going to be the Courier falling as well as Xactjlepbl kicking it off, killing a no fear.
Mid laners like Puck or Marge who are fast at ganking and can make a lot of damage with that. I think that's where they really excel. Illusion's managed to trade nicely with no fear,
yeah, especially with the DD rune that he's snagged. And
the extra level, of course. Yeah. And the bottom lane fighting will fall, though.
Yeah, RDO activating the Metamorphosis there, and he's going to get a tip out from Duster, who I'm sure has applied the enchant to him, just slowing him to a crawl. Nyx Assassin then, he's going to be completely zoned out of the lane, even with 4 armor, 4.5 regen here at level 2. He's not going to be tanky enough for the likes of RDO. Nice shot there on this Carapace, though, just being a bit annoying, but that's actually triggered now the enchant, as well as the extra damage out from the Impetus, and he's going to live on a sliver, on a hair of HP.
And the Enchanters did not get the kill in the top lane, though they managed to get no fear as they go for Lightless as well. Let's see if the Burrow Strike is going to be available soon. It is. Sandstorm is also there to add a bit of extra damage. Lightless tries to divide the damage, but not very lucky with his positioning there with the Mirror Image. He was hoping to get the real hero behind so they could leave the Sandstorm immediately, but instead he got it right as the Sanking was body blocking him, so it didn't help at all. And that's what the Sanking does against illusion-based heroes. That's why he's so strong.
Yep, good guy Magical using the bottle refill to help out his off lane. He says, hey guys, and this is actually pretty big. He's going to have to wait a long time for that arena to come back up, and he's just looking to probably pin him here to one of the walls. Lots of places you can actually do that. Oh, Magical just going to quick sidestep there. Illusion with the Telekinesis at the ready here, deciding not to go for it. It's a bit too difficult there. Telekinesis level 1, and Dandy unfortunately will miss the skill shot there. That's going to be then Enchantress, maybe in a bit of trouble. They are going to connect on to, as well, the Stroke of Fate, or sorry, the Inkswell, that is, right after the Impale, and easily peasily get that kill. Top lane, I believe they're also making an effort, and they are going to make more than an effort, as they will be able to complete the conversion of the kill onto the Disruptor. 5-1 here. Much better start here for Bait, too. I think at this stage of the game, have already 5 times their kills, I think, 12 minutes faster.
That's very true. They're doing a much better game number 2. It seems like this is actually going to be a game, right? I think the drafts are much more even, so I'm just happy that we're going to get to watch a even game with these two great squads.
Yeah, Magical's going to gank the top lane as well with the 8th. The Remnant just off the mark. He's going to miss the Astral as well. Xactjlepbl trying to get in between the rings there to dodge the damage. We've got Dust.
Very smart.
Yeah, cool.
The Caustic Finale, very smart. Forces Magical away because he knew if he kept hitting him, he's not going to get the kill due to the shield, but the Caustic Finale is magical damage. And now the Caustic Finale is much stronger, by the way, against because it deals.
You can see he's playing with the map control as Dendy. He's not going to have to contest for the rune there. It'll spawn bottom instead, and that one's going to go to King R.
No, we're not going to be able to take that just yet. Dendy nearby, though, hoping to still get the arena blood here on King R. Right. I'm surprised by how static he's playing in this lane, though. I don't know why they're not trying to just take the tier 1 top. Seems like a much easier target. King R, nice pick. Spike Carapace blocks the spear with the
no, they tossed him out.
But it still works out. It was a part of the plan, right? Dendy, though, could be in trouble here as they have 2 more cores joining in the fight. The Cavalry might just be able to finish off this poor Mars. Roman God of War for a Cockroach, not a good trade.
I think that just stay alive a little bit longer, as we can see Funnick easily able to secure the kill into her with 3-level advantage.
Duster's like used to Funny's like, I'm playing a support and I killed you. What's happening?
How's that feel?
They go to the top lane though. Illusion, will fall here as the Sanking gets the skill. They're going for no fear as well. He's a bit slowed. He does do the Sandstorm plus Burrow Strike combo as efficient as possible. That's the maximum DPS you can get. Very smart. So you Sandstorm first to get the extra tick of damage, and then Burrow Strike. You literally cannot play any more efficiency. Xactjlepbl on this Sanking is what a performance, honestly. Yeah,
that's right. You gotta borrow the strike and then you have to give it back. Unfortunately, is really why you.
Did I say borrow strike again?
Yeah, you did. That's okay.
In Spanish, that's what they ask us to say because I think that's how it's pronounced, and I always mess it up. I'm sorry. King R. Let's see if they can murder him. Yeah, they have the Impale.
Stolen Impale is a good
How does that feel, Nyx Assassin?
That's a big steal there. That's actually
a great spell.
I think it's level 3 already here, so that's a pretty significant amount of damage, a decent stun as well. And
with a new passive, I think it's the best that you can steal. Like either Impale or Earth Spike, I think are the 2 best spells to steal. And since you're a TB, you can farm a bit faster. It's much easier to go for this duality. Up top, there seems to be a gank. As they're fighting here with Static Storm, they catch RDO, Burrow Strike as well. They're gonna try to finish off Funnick in time. They do see Xactjlepbl right now as they glimpse back Illusion, and thanks to Magicals joining the team fight, they're capable of destroying Illusion. There's no Arena of Blood though, so Dendy unfortunately cannot secure any more kills, but does have the Spear of Mars available.
Yeah, they're not really sure who to go for. They wanted to go for Magical there about halfway through the fight. Here's Mr. Stompy now, setting up for the Sun on a no fear. Dendy's a bit far away. They're going to catch up to him. There's the enchant. Yes, it looks like they will. Magical's regenning in the trees. Only has one Astral Step though, so it's a bit dicey to jump in. Dendi doesn't actually have the mana, doesn't have a Soul Ring or anything. Going straight for the BKB this game. He might and then a creep stole it and turned into Roshan. And that's the Dota 2 lore.
And that's why we love this game. Yeah. It doesn't take itself seriously. So let's see Duster. They're not going to get the... Oh, the glimpse. Yeah, the kinetic field as well. I mean, Xactjlepbl is nearby,
It's really difficult,
we have
actually.
Epicenter as well, so I don't know if this is an easy kill. In fact, it could be that the Disruptor's in trouble, as they're going to chase after No Fear. Xactjlepbl try to get that Burst Strike off. They also have the net. Magical walks in, the Simulate Static Storm done, so they can't get the Burst Strike off. Very good static, though, defensively, saving off Magical.
I know they can react quite appropriately. Magical with the Astral Step, jumping on in, hoping to stun up both. Will actually only gets the one-man Impale, unfortunately, but is onto the important one, the Sand King. Silence out from the Phantom Embrace to follow up. He will get the Burrow Strike off eventually here, but dusted up, he should be killed off. He's going to dodge at least the Stroke of Fate, but Magical with the right clicks alone. He's got enough damage.
Yeah. So they do kill Xactjlepbl finally. This is a really important kill because he's pretty much been the tempo control this whole game. It seems like Dendi's playing a much more of a greedier Mars this game, right? With the BKB first, hoping for the first item until before he ganks, sorry.
Oh, regenerate is nice.
That's very good for Magical. Which is, I don't know, I don't know if Dendi is making the right choice by playing this way and playing a bit greedier, because the Sand King is creating a ridiculous amount of space for him. So I'm not criticizing.
They smoked, by the way.
I'm putting the question out there, right? Oh, can they get Magical? That's not the best kill. Actually, this is a pretty decent kill on and off laner, but Static Storm stops that Epicenter from coming out. He's like, well, I'm just gonna bait into Static Storm for now. Yep. Xactjlepbl just tanks it. Funnick is dead though. And Xactjlepbl wants to get a stun off on No Fear, the Terra Blade. Also activates Metamorphosis, and wow! Metamorphosis and Arena both committed just to kill off No Fear. They really hate this Disruptor.
King R is coming from behind, but probably shouldn't go for anything here. The Naga Siren is way too far away, as is Magical, so I think he's just going to be scouting and keeping vision here on the enemies to get the best information. RDO is going to be a bit alone now. Oh, and I've actually scouted him now with the Sentry Ward placed down. Reflection to slow him even more, and he got a little bit too close for comfort that time. Knows that there's a Sentry there, but not worth his life.
Makes this not great against Illusion Heroes, because you can always just trigger the Spike Card with the main hero and just keep destroying him with the Illusions. There's the Void Spirit.
Stolen Stroke of Fate, doing a lot of work.
Huge cast range, by the way, Rubik, when you get that.
And a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I again think Impale is better, but Stroke of Fate is a pretty decent spell, especially now that you need a bit of damage. Look at that. They should reveal they have a ward there, though. Can this turn into a kill? They glimpse back Dendi. Dendi doesn't have the arena. Illusion could be in trouble. Magical finally getting the kill they were hoping for, which is Illusion, but Dendi seems a bit too tough. And they're going to have to keep up with this idea. In fact, Dendi wants to kill them. Tanking the Spear of Mars is No Fear. Doesn't want to get Funnick to get impaled there. Taga impales. Nixor uses his, hoping to stop Dendi. Now, with the Enchantress, dealing a bit of extra damage to No Fear, but they lack the catch.
By the Vendetta, there is actually help coming. We do have that Disruptor, or sorry, the Glimpse able to catch him now. Jumping on in is going to be Magical, as they have actually stunned him up and set him up perfectly there for the kill using the Spiked Carapace against the walls of the arena.
Yep. That's exactly what you should be doing.
7 seconds to set it up, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's not very much of an issue.
That is the combo we saw yesterday being quite effective, if it wasn't because there was a Rubik there being a nuisance. Let's see, catching Magical.
Nice.
Okay, maybe Magical playing a bit too hasty, right? Being in no man's land here. There's no tower nearby, no place for them to TP.
They're hunting for RDO though. And King RD might be looking to get him. They're going to glimpse him back. TPs are coming into the Static Storm, though they're all going to end up TPing right in there. Soulbind as well has been dropped now onto 2. Nice stun there. Can they control him for long enough? They can. Even, well, a follow-up, all the splash damage nearly getting the kill onto Duster. It doesn't take long though. The Carapace buying a little bit of time, but the Song of the Siren now to interrupt after Dendi drops to the arena. TP in on No Fear. Funnick's like, guys, I TP'd in here.
Yes, Ghost Scepter, Funnick, run away! No, there's no way he's getting out. He realizes, well, I love when he walks like forward and back when you're like,
well, this is awkward.
Yeah, but that was still a good song. I think that was a good initiation. I actually was wondering why he didn't use Kinetic Field at first to close him in the Static Storm, and I realized he was saving it for when they were coming in and hoping to get a double kill there. So greedy play by the plus 5 here in Hustler, but still, I think a good play. It turned out really well for them as they managed to get an extra kill on the Enchantress. Well played by No Fear there. Xactjlepbl jumps in. Has the epicenter. Yep, free kill.
That's as good as a Blink Dagger.
I don't think you tip that, dude. I mean, I know Dendi's trying to be friendly, but it's just epicenter on a 5.
I'm sure Dendi's like, wow, bro, you got him. Good job.
I don't know. The one time I met him, he seems like a super genuine person.
Oh, of course.
There's no ounce. I can't imagine him being sarcastic. Genuinely. I didn't even talk about this, but Lights on Lights.
Oh yeah,
Not common on Naga.
Yeah, I pointed that one out to start off the game. I think it's pretty good. More attack speed to trigger the Riptides, ideally, as our Nyx Assassin in a lot of trouble. Impale stolen.
Look at that Impale range, dude.
It's pretty nice.
It's ridiculous. Especially against illusion heroes like Naga, I think is one of the better.
Yeah, look at this Impale. That's ridiculous. Pardon me. I think a big benefit here of Sexy Fat to follow up with the stun. And should have plenty of damage here all alone. RDO is just going to walk on over, but he's like, why farm the Disruptor when I can farm Creep instead?
Yeah, No Fear has been kind of playing the Space Creator role to some degree, you know, the quote-unquote dead later, because the Naga's playing super safe with their illusions as well, and I think it's fine. He's been creating a lot of space here, doesn't really matter if he dies as long as he's alive for the next team fight. Funny's like, what do I do now? Well, I'll stun you. In fact, Magical's nearby. They might be able to get a counter kill on Illusion. Illusion was not expecting this, and he's going to die, but Sexy Fat charges up the epicenter, gets stunned in time. Nice and pale there. The BKB saves him from getting stunned with a Song of the Siren.
RDO's
managed to get the kill on Funnick. RDO's nearby, hoping to get the kill on Nick's Assassin. Not going to happen. Instead, Magical complete out of mana, and he was trying to simulate to the low ground, unable to do so by a very tippy tip of the range. So he's going to die instead to Dendy. Good BKB though.
Good BKB, that's a pretty fantastic usage of the 10-second BKB, and he's going to be pretty happy with what he got there, especially after going to the mid laner. Doesn't really care that the Nyx leaves, and that's whatever. Somehow Bait are just threading the needle. There's one place, well, they're about to get the D-Ward, and they just have, but there was one place that they could have, like, one path they could have taken, right? You could go this way, oh, Mystical Illusion, to go there, or you can go this way. He's got vision everywhere else, so it's incredibly annoying to actually try and catch him.
Yeah. I mean, and by keeping this bottom lane pushed as much as they are, which is the best lane they can push, by the way, it's difficult for Bait to really try to threaten high ground. I mean, the Naga Siren has been putting fair pressure with these illusions in the lane.
Oh, they're going for Illusion, speaking of which.
Yeah, I think he's dead though. The stuns are too strong for somebody to finish him off. Magical almost gets punished for this. Ooh,
nope,
No Fear does
later,
glimpse him, but he has a BKB. No Fear's like, again, everything for this man. I can only presume that No Fear must have ruined a bunch of pubs for Dendy or something like that happened, because they absolutely hate him.
Yeah, I mean, there was always, after you TP, there's always the danger of wherever you're going back to, you no longer know what's there because everyone else has left. So I think popping the BKB there might be a bit overkill if your intention is to only kill Disruptor, because he's got plenty of teammates that can also do it there. But his intention is not to go back to where he was, because he doesn't know what's there anymore, and it could be death. He's just baiting us.
I'm not sure, I think he actually wants to do it.
I mean,
he's going to bait himself. There's the epicenter finally. Going in for the Naga Siren. Very valuable. Can she song in time? There's a BKB on TV. Starting to get the Sunder off. No! Using an illusion that was really low on HP. Lila's going to chase after him. They don't have a way to cancel his TP though. Unless the BKB just ends. I guess that's the way. Pretty simple. They even use a Soul Bond onto them. They should be able to finish him off with the Impale. Goodbye to RDO. And that's your main source of damage. They have a Meteor Hammer now, which will hit Sexy Fat and guarantee the second kill. 2 cores are dead. And a support might die as a result as well. Duster trying his best to run away. Magical. He has Astral Steps, but no mana to use them though. Oh, doesn't have Astral Step, I guess. Alright, the indicator's bugged then. I guess it works with charges, right?
Yeah, that is weird. Now he's got one.
He does have one. He's like, oh, Duster? He just shows himself. They didn't know they were there, of course.
Yeah, well, he's underneath
Nyx
the
is
ward
nearby.
now. Yeah.
Meteor Hammer used. They get set up easily for this Meteor Hammer on Nyx. Can they murder Duster, though, is the question. This is an Enchantress. Perhaps one of the most annoying heroes in Dota. Timbersaw Light, as people like to call her. And she's still alive.
No, she's going to die to Phantom's Embrace.
Finally, Impale.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of space, though. I mean, look, RDO is basically already alive for our Disruptor, so he's making progress.
Okay, there comes the Void Spirit. Find the Rubik. He's dead. Easy. Very important to finish off Illusion.
Oh, Dendy's in trouble.
And now Dendy doesn't have BKB, though. He's going to use it just to get run away. Kinetic Field won't hit in time. Alright, they're taking... I mean, they're killing Illusion consistently at the start of every...
Halfway there soon. Magical looking for a stun there to follow up onto Duster. Unfortunately, this one's a bit of a tough kill. The Stroke of Fate doing an underwhelming amount of damage. And Dandy jumping forward. He misses the spear yet again. They're going to maybe look to turn as Magical just standing there with the DD rune threatening him, posturing. He's going to T-pose on him, but there's plenty of damage. Now Song of the Siren to turn this one around as RDO just actually has popped the Metamorphosis, so that's going to dissuade Hustlers from fighting Dendy, though. He's going to play forward. Oh, the arena just catches Fenneman again. Only going to get this Disruptor, who gets a 3-man static storm, but no follow-up there. Ulti for ulti, a life for a life, and another BKB charge there for Dendy, just to kill the Disruptor.
This is starting to get ridiculous. Dendy, what happened? What did No Fear do to you? Talk to us, man. He has only concentrated his arenas of Disruptor. You know, I mean, obviously there he was trying to catch a second person there. I think it was the Void Spirit, but he got away in time. But still, it's just quite funny to watch Dendy constantly murdering No Fear. He got the Static Storm off, though, which is not great, I think, in this situation, because now you don't have this initiation. The Epicenter's not... Oh, it is going to catch, in the end, the Grimstroke. Just barely, but good enough.
Yep, good enough.
Dead.
I think they were maybe trying to bait there with the Naga illusions, but they could immediately tell none of these are real. and they're going to head right back into Roche. Then 60 seconds with no Grimstroke, notably the Stroke of Fate. Still no... Oh, the song is available already here, and the Static Storm is up in 30. They're going to catch a straggler here. There is going to be a buyback now. Nyx Assassin Dendi again is going to miss the Spear of Mars, as there goes Roshan. RDO picking up the Aegis quite handily. Nyx Assassin the only one to fall quite yet, and the rest of Hustlers will now be running away. Likes to be out.
Which is a great way to take advantage of the TV. And in bait, you're like, I'll take one of your illusions. Thank you very much. Says
oh, they were fighting bottom, by the way. I was wondering what...
Well, of course, no fear.
Yeah. Dendi's godlike, though, so what a recovery here.
Can we just check how many times No Fear has died? I want to see in the post screen how many times Dendi has tried to kill No Fear. 11 times. Dendi has 10 kills. How many of those kills are No Fear?
What I'm curious is Dendi godlike just by killing Disruptor over and over and over again? It's very possible.
Yeah, it could be very possible.
Just magical smack talking. He might have to pay for that one, though. Where will he be going? They're going to guess incorrectly. Sexy Fat with a good effort, though. It's targeted the right place there.
It was because he couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't go. I don't think he could go to the low ground. Okay, that's a very good initiation. Static Storm, like, we're done. We're using this combo.
Yep.
We built it. We drafted this way for a reason. Let's kill 2 heroes, and they will gather both Illusion and Sexy Fat souls here. As they go now for Dendi, who BKB TPs. Easy for him, but it is a waste of the BKB, of course. And they're going to instead settle for Duster, which is a much easier kill.
You know, you always bring a clear song.
Oh! We have Ags on Disruptor, and that's Static Storm. They should be able to kill off the TB like this. Oh, the stolen song! There's Illusion! He saw yesterday's match, he wants to show he can do the same thing, the counter initiation with the Arena Blood, and they're gonna stop No Fear first. Of course there is. Sunder, successful this time, but the TV can't deal with the Naga. He's actually in trouble. RDO needs some sort of healing. They're just going for him, they break him, and the Nyx is actually the final nail in the coffin to destroy this TB. Dark Portrait dealing much more damage than he is, going for Sexy Fat instead. That Dark Portrait plus Naga is enough to deal with TB, and he used the Sunder way too early. Old slasher flick villain, right? He kills things around him, but he's not going to work for it. He's not going to run for his victims.
I think they're going to go for a fight here. Hustlers, they see RDO yet again. He's just bought back. Magical Smoke's going to break. He's going to jump right off the Song of the Siren. Can they catch him in time? Stunned up on the Song. He will. Where's Rubik? But here's going to be the Static Storm. Rubik a bit too far away. That's his Song there. Can they actually save the life? Yep, blinking right in. Dendi going to set up the arena, but the Song didn't end in time. That's going to allow the BKB of Funnick to get up. But look at the damage this time from RDO. Doesn't even need the Metamorphosis. 2 heroes already dead.
But he can't fight the Naga, though. He knows that. She deals way too much damage right now with the Dark Portrait Illusion and trying to get rid of the Illusion, but it's so difficult due to its magic immunity. The Sanking could also be in trouble as he Yule Centers himself, and that's going to set up for the skill. And get an Impale onto 2. It almost seemed like it was reflected, but it wasn't. It was a great Impale there by King R.
Then he's got to BKB to run.
Oh, RDO.
He's in trouble. Doesn't have the BKB. Has the Sunder, but can he get to use it? Nice cheese there. Silent stuff,
though.
Yeah, it's going to be Sexy Fat perhaps saving the day, but another Impale here. A big one onto RDO, but he's going to get the Sunder up onto the Nyx Assassin. Squash that Beetle. Up onto the cliff. It's Arteezy, but it's actually Funnick. A second Song of the fight. That means Rubik might have one as well soon. Nope, he's only got the Mana Burn. Lightless able to TP out. Funnick with the spider legs, unfortunately, won't be able to escape.
They're chasing after Magical as well, but they don't have the Yule Scepter in time, so Magical can get away as well. Okay, so that was the team fight I was expecting by Bait. I think Dendi should take advantage of, or not Dendi, Bait in general, should take advantage of the fact that both Sanking and the Mars have such great zone out abilities to separate the team fight. So that TP is not fighting the Naga first, and instead fighting the rest of the team, right? And murdering the Grimstroke ideally.
Yep, they forced the buyback here on the Nyx Assassin. The Grimstroke bought back here in that engagement as well. No Fear. Dendi, he sees No Fear, and he, well, no chance here for No Fear, but Dendi here without the BKB for 8 seconds. His Magical will jump through him Lightless as well, just chewing through them alive. Space created here for the Roshan attempt as Sexy Fat continuing to run. Checking in on the Rosh. It's quite low here as that has an Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher. Sanking is going to drop just around the same time as Aegis. Has barely enough inventory spaces for just about everything, but will get out now. Lightless continuing to chase after him, though, and there's going to be another Song. Our Rubik, though, in position to attempt potentially steal it, but look, they're going to actually, they know. They watched yesterday's replays, and that's going to be the BKB then for RDO. He's going to look to TP out. There's not a Basher, there's not enough damage, and Rubik will perish for that, dropping the gem in his wake. Good.
Look at this. There's no reason for Hustler to wait any longer. They're going to try to go for the tier 3s. There's the Borrow by the Nyx Assassin.
There's no meta for 30.
Burrow. Sorry.
No. Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, but he does have the Death Wave, or the Terror Wave.
The Terror Wave. Nyx can't move, so Nyx is like, no! What do I do now? Spike Carpus, they catch Enchantress instead. Terrorblade trying to keep his distance. He has Aegis. And finally, there's the Shard for Magical. The Enchantress, truly Timbersaw-like.
Yeah, she is. They do have the meta back up in 20 seconds, or 10 seconds now, make it. He's continuing to reflect and just do as much damage as he can. Lightless trying to focus the tower. There goes the border volley. Sanking back in 20 seconds, as along with Dendy 30 till the Rubik is back here. They're looking to finally kill off this Duster. Can they get the job done? This time, I think they might have enough magical damage, although I started to doubt it halfway through. She's dead for a minute as RDO is now going to go and pop the meta. Can he get the job done here?
TB versus the world. Now we're going to see the true defense. Mars is coming back in 2 seconds though, so is Sanking. They went for the tier 4s.
He used the refresher.
They know they can't go for the Ancient any longer. The Song of Siren for Lightless to make sure they can all get away. Or maybe they're reinitiating. They want to punish Sanking. They know he has no buyback, so Sanking is down for the count for another 90 seconds. TB, what can you do now? They stun him with the Dissimulate. He's level 25 talent. He activates the BKB. RDO fighting against King R, trying to kill off Magical, but can't quite get the damage off. RD just wants to run away. The Dark Port Illusion is destroyed in a matter of seconds. And thanks to the Sunder, Lightless could be in trouble. He's forced to use the Minotaur Horn. It seems that Naga Siren is just better at men fighting the TB.
He has cheese in his backpack.
He does have cheese and the Aegis. Lightless knows as Magical is trying to snipe that Aegis off, and he does get the Aegis away. Magical could be in trouble. Completely out of mana. He might just die here. Magical trying to avoid the Mars. Not going to happen. Instead, the gem is on the ground, and Magical is going to be dead for 90 seconds unless he buys back.
There it is. 2 gems there as well, so 1 for each eye. If you wanted RDO able to
use your talent as well, right? Because you get extra movement speed in that Vendetta, so it makes the unobstructed pathing even better.
Lightless has buyback, but he needs that magic number we need to see here in green. I believe is going to be close to 1900 here of a surplus before he can get that Abyssal Blade, but now has the Basher in the inventory. He's lost the boots, however, not that he cares too much.
Okay.
Back up to the high ground they go, but Dendy.
What? Okay, the insane man Dendy tried to go for this arena, but didn't work out. Song of Siren have been popped though, and now Dendy could be in trouble. They did waste the Impale, but the Aesthetic Storm Rubik again stole the song. They don't have any more arena though, but do have the Epicenter. Sexy Fat is charging it, hoping for a double Burrow Strike. He will get it. And Funnick will die thanks to the Burrow Strike. Going for King R as well. They've killed everyone but the Naga Siren, who had to retreat immediately. And now it's a whole team of heroes going against Magical and Naga. What will happen to Magical now, Seek and Strike?
I'm not too sure. The Naga's able to TP away. But RDO, just a good decision there. He goes, yeah, I don't really want to fight the Naga, so I'll just fight everyone else.
They caught him though, thanks to their Burrow. And that's going to be a dead Void Spirit. That Hex, which is on who?
It's on Tankator in the middle of the fight, otherwise he would have Song by now. They're going straight for the GG push. RDO summoning the boys, going straight for the tower. There's going to be the Song of the Siren Illusion ready and willing to steal it, but no, he's actually going to get controlled, and that's going to set up now for the Static Storm on RDO. Does not get the BKB off, but Dendy does, as Lightless is able to eat up a Rubik, who does have the buyback. No fear in trouble, though, will get gone on immediately, and Magical against the walls does have the E-Blade to keep himself alive a little bit longer. RDO is going to have to look for someone else, and there's going to be the Fear Wave to get the Naga Siren away. Sexy Fat now setting up with the stun. The Aether Remnant, though, is going to pull him away. Dendy, does he have anything? There's going to be the Hex onto the Naga Siren, as the Dark Portrait there, at least doing something. Lightless, though, surrounded by 4, will go down, but that's only the first life. They do have the buyback.
Yeah, so that's the second round here, but that's buyback without the Song, though. They're going to go for Sexy Fat here. Yule Scepter used. They only catch an illusion here with the Aether Remnant. Magical went in onto 3. Dissimulate stun, very powerful here. They get the Abyssal Blade, they're close to the TV. He saw the Sunder though, telekinesis him, and that shard might just save RDO. He's hit by the Aether Remnant, but he just needs to run away right now. Rubik to steal the Impale, gets the Sunder out before the Dissimulate can hit him. He is stunned though, and they could just kill him despite that Sunder. RDO could be in trouble. Enchanter's trying to draw the aggro, not really working. They're not concentrating on Duster, they know who to kill, and that is going to be RDO.
He's gonna buy back.
He buybacks immediately. As Mars is still trying to get away. Can he do so though? It doesn't seem like it. The Vendetta will guarantee this final kill.
He wants to save his BKB. Duster, in the meantime, of course, has just been ignored the entire fight because people generally have a hard time killing him. He's going to be taken down here. So once again, another hour-long slugfest between Fade. And honestly, at this stage, it's still anyone's game. It's it.
Now the Sand King. Funnick immediately BKBs though, as the Song of Siren comes off. I don't know if they want to fight this. They seem to want to kill Sexy Fat first. It's like an easy kill unless RDO's nearby. The BKB by Magical makes him immune to the Terror Wave. No Fear's dead yet again. Got a second Dark Portrait though, thanks to the refresher, but they haven't got the TVs, which is important here. He's liking a fair amount of damage. There's the Arena of Blood though. Is it going to be useful? He has a level 25 talent, which means they have a lot of healing inside, and they go for the Naga Siren instead. Lightless cannot fight against the TB. Still has Thunder available, by the way. Lightless no longer strong enough. 2 minutes without your main carry. That seems like game. I don't think Hustler can recover from this. Funnick dies as well. He does have buyback, and it's up to Magical to defend this. They catch him with a super impale from Rubik. Rubik is in another region. He's from EU, just impaling this Magical. I think this is game, Richie.
I have to agree with you, my friend. What a fight. It looked like King R canceled the Meteor Hammer there or something. Maybe got hit with a silence or something, but it was going to hit 2 heroes, but it's not going to matter because hitting the Ancient is like 8 versions of TB, and the throne will fall. This time around, it takes just 5 minutes longer, but B8, they aren't going to take it.
What a game. What a game, honestly. Bait, much better draft this time. Really good play style, I gotta say. I think they made a really good attempt at creating space early, making sure that RDO did have a game this time. They trusted him and played their usual 4 protect 1, but with a more impactful position.